Hi guys, welcome to another edition, many years later, of another splendid creation here. Now this is the KRC9. This is the predecessor of the one I showed you previously, but this is a Japanese version. It should actually be called the KRC999 Mark 1, but the KRC9 is a Japanese version. The only real difference between the 999 and the 9 happens to be a little quirk with the frequency of the tuner, because Japan uses a different frequency range to most of the rest of the planet. So in this we won't really be able to listen to radio as much. But don't worry, I've got myself a 999. I will show you again, but I thought maybe we'll do this again, huh? But maybe give it a go. Volume now is down here. Okay, you can see some. Let me just play a little bit of this tune for you first, and we'll go into some of the crazies on this unit. It's quite different to the previous. Oh yeah, let's just do that, shall we? I think we're on mute. That's right. Sorry, I was on mute. Let's bring it back now. Let's bring it right back, everybody. Right. So everyone's wondering what's going on here, right? I mean, you keep going on about this tape decks and keep on going on about this Kenwood 999 models. What's the big deal, really? Well, the big deal is that it's extremely different from anything else that I've ever seen. I don't know, you guys might be different, but an LED display like this is crazy. I mean, watch this, right? I know you've seen the draw situation on the previous. Now, if you're going to change this, these little switches that they've got here, let's try and get this in focus. These little switches they've got here, these are actually spring-loaded. Have you ever seen a spring-loaded graphic equalizer in any car system? Ever? Never mind anything else. That's just madness. And the fact that they've gone and put another 20 buttons on there. I think there's more than 20. It's crazy. Isn't it? Okay. So the fundamental difference is, why did they change the model from KRC1, the 999, to the 999 Mark II? Let's try and explore that in detail. So first of all, the similarities. There's a tape remain counter here. That's the same as the last one. Okay, so that tells you how much tape is remaining on this side. Nothing different. And this one here, that one is basically telling you how many songs you can fast forward on music search if you go fast forward on here. Right, the buttons are fundamentally different and a little bit confusing to use. You know, you would normally not put the volume at the two little smallest buttons going here, and fast forward and rewind is also the tiniest things, because these ones, this is basically play and, you know, to change sides, and this is you know, how you index the songs. Basically, you can fast forward 1, 2, 3 songs kind of thing. They put a mute button in here, and they've got 2 preset volumes here. Now, these are different. Preset volumes didn't exist on the previous. Preset volumes are basically, if there's a certain, I don't know, maybe you like things quiet, and then you can just program it onto one, and then you like things louder, and you can program it to two. So it's a preset digital volume. There's nothing more special about it than that. Of course, all these silver buttons, these are more to do with the tuner. They don't have a secondary function other than to have presets. So 5 presets for the tuner. That's what that is. Okay, and these are the graphic equalizer thing. The power button, this time, it only turns it on and off. It doesn't switch between tuner and tape. It doesn't do that anymore. So you press that, it literally just ejects, and that's it. Right, and if you obviously turn the system on with the power button without a tape in there, it will assume that you're going straight to tuner. Another difference is this this little flap through which the tape goes doesn't have any lights on it. The 999 Mark II does. It has lights which indicate this tape remain basically is on there. So that's that. You can see that the KRC9 is actually marked very clearly there. So I think this is a much better looking unit than the 992 Mark II, but I think it's a little harder to use. It's not as user friendly. You know, little things like, look at this. So you know, they're going to put Dolby BC metal things. You know, you can't actually access that without going into here. So you have to put the tape in and then eject this and then go into there and then basically select metal or Dolby BC and all of this kind of stuff, which ideally should be out in the open. These units are very hard to come by. It takes me years just to find them, and when you finally buy them for a silly price, I mean they're close to 1,000, sometimes more, when you buy them, and they often don't work because the previous owner has not used it for absolutely ages. So then what we end up doing is sending it to a repairer. Do you know how many repairers that exist for a unit like this? Possibly about 3 or 4 all over the planet. And so I ended up, I'm in UK, I ended up sending this unit and the other 999, both of which didn't work, all the way to USA, to California, to a specialist who repaired it and sent it back. And that wasn't cheap either. So in all, you know, these things are around 2,000 each once fixed. Luckily, cosmetically, they're both in fantastic condition. So this unit itself, this Japanese unit, the KRC9, was a brand new sealed unit. It just happened to be that old, like naturally old, even without being used, that they couldn't, that it just didn't work basically because it had just been in a box for that long. But yeah, so I hope you like this video. I'll try and I'll try not to wait 9 years next time before I show you a second tape, car tape deck video. But yeah, I mean, the important thing for me is I want to try and show you the 999 Mark I with the tuner functionality, so we can actually mess around with all of these buttons here, see what that does, and then maybe have a little prod of these fellas and see what's going on there exactly. But I just wanted to show you this quickly because, you know, I'm super excited when I get one of these, and it's good to share it with people who have similar interests. So thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll post this super quick. See you next time.